So I may have rolled this garbage, and I may be a little salty after last night. Try now, mcgrew. Try it again. Go again. Okay, guys, give us a second. We're trying to get mcgrew back. Probably have something muted, but I don't know what. Try it again, mcgrew. No, it's not working. Why is it not working?
Check one. Check one.
Whoop.
Check one. All right, looks like we are back, folks. Sorry about the audio problems there. All right, so let's catch up on what happened. I guess Scratch Dragon took out a Metal Slime to reach level 6, so he is off to the races as far as leveling goes. MeleeWizard's still stuck on level 1, but he has found Rimildar. Unfortunately, couldn't buy any keys because he didn't have any gold. Checking audio level. So, Scratch Dragon seems to be on a mission, running from just about everything he encounters. Not sure where he's headed yet. Yes, Metal Slimes have about 25% chance of Yell Breath, so he did get pretty lucky on that. MeleeWizard checking out Hawksness. I'm not sure what he intends to do here. Definitely can't take on the Guardian just yet. Just a little shy on attack power. Scratch Dragon finds Cantlin. Unfortunately, I don't think he has enough gold to buy anything just yet, but he now knows where that is at least. So looks like Scratch definitely focusing on exploration first and not so much leveling. And here we have, yes, Spark over land, bridges everywhere. Alright, so yeah, from what it looks like, MeleeWizard is trying to find an enemy in Hawksness that he can take on. This Magician's probably a little above his Raisin right now. Don't know that he can do enough damage to take it out.
Could be fishing for the critical hit.
As you can see, most of his attacks are doing no damage to the magician. And he is taken down by the magician. So, seeing as how red slimes have Dragonlord Breath, metal slimes have Dragonlord Breath, I don't know if we've seen any blue slimes yet.
I think we saw a Drakey to start off.
Yeah, there was a Drakey earlier. I believe it had Baby Fire. Now, the blue slime is probably what he wants to find. No, I'll take that back. The regular Drakey only has a heal spell, which is a bit of a problem as well, since he doesn't have enough strength to do any damage to the Drakey either. And the Ghost probably also a little bit above what MeleeWizard can fight right now, especially since he just got his spell blocked. And I can confirm, yes, no blue slimes in the first 3 zones, so a little difficult for him to find anything to fight.
Hey, critical on a raid. That's nice.
Yep, that'll give him 2 experience points. Only 3 more to go to reach level 2.
Let's hope he doesn't reset.
Yes, hopefully not. There's no reason to, since he doesn't have any gold to save anyway. Now, Ghosts have a maximum of 7 hit points, which I believe means they can spawn with 5 to 7. So it's possible he could take one out if he uses Heal More spell. But probably not the enemy he wants to fight right now. So this is a difficult start for MeleeWizard. scratchdragon got a little lucky and found a metal slime he was able to take out, but MeleeWizard's still struggling to get that second level. Going toe-to-toe with another Ghost, this may be his best course of action, unless he can find a Drakey. Hoping for a critical in the Ghost to take down its hit points. And okay, and we see this. The metal slimes are just north of Hawkson's over there, so maybe we'll get lucky and MeleeWizard will venture up to that direction and find one.
It'd probably just break down
for that. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that. They are 25% to fire that Dragonlord Breath at you. So MeleeWizard did remember to save, so he won't lose that 2 experience points he does have. Well, scratchdragon's still focusing on exploration, not really fighting much of anything. Okay, he does take on a skeleton here.
Hey, another raid.
Alright, it's 2 red slimes from MeleeWizard. 1 more, and he is level 2. And yes, breathed on by a Magidraki. He will get sent back home to the castle. See the king again. It gives him just 1 more chance. After all, death shall not have taken thee.
If I saw that right, Scratch Dragon was in Rimbledar, but doesn't have enough for keys.
Yeah, he hasn't been fighting a lot, so he hasn't accumulated any gold really. Does find another metal slime though. Let's see if he can take this one out. I'll give him level 7 if so. And no. Sit back home. Burned alive.
Oh, that agility boost is quite nice. MeleeWizard's made it level 2.
Yeah, that'll help out. That's agility of 12. Meanwhile, Scratch Dragon with agility of 57 already on level 6. So it looks like this is a quick agility seed. Oh, okay, I see now. Up to 40 agility for level 2. That should help out a lot. If he can find something to fight. He does have 7 strength now, so he should be able to take on a ghost at least. Ghost only having 4 defense, so he should be able to do at least 1 damage every turn. Draki also a good choice here. He does take out the Draki. So he's starting to get off the ground now. We may have a race after all. MeleeWizard going into Hawksness, hoping to find something to fight again. If he would just hang around outside Hawksness, he might find one of those metal slimes. Taking on a wizard, he can do damage to the... Sorry, not a wizard, a magician. Now, magician having 6 defense, so he can't hit it every time. But at least he's not taking as much damage from it.
It's a little bit of a slap fight, but I think he can take it.
Yeah, he should be able to, and he has a healing word to use if he needs it, so... And we see Scratch Dragon now level 7 and still only 17 strength, so strength starved seed so far.
Meanwhile, no strength for level 3.
0 strength, empty, I loves it! So I'm not sure what the opposite of a glass cannon is, but that's what these guys are. Scratch checking out the Hawksness monster. It is a golem. Definitely not enough strength to fight one of those just yet, but he has that information. Keep that with him in his pocket. And meanwhile, Melee taking on another magician. Use his humor. He should be able to take this out. And with a Kaishin no Ichigeki, he takes out the magician. And he also finds out there's a golem there. The golem beats him down. I was wondering if it's golem or golem.
I usually use golem, but I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, same here. We'll go with golem. That's what I always called it as a kid. So the golem smacks down MeleeWizard, sends him back to the king. I think the Gollum pronunciation became popular with Lord of the Rings popularity. And Scratchdragon now has keys. He was able to get enough gold together, scrape it up to buy him a key. While MeleeWizard's still grinding in Hawksness, looks like the enemies aren't too bad here. Probably better than what he's going to get hanging around the castle. And the Draki being damage broken, so it can't always hit MeleeWizard. That helps a lot. Tries Hand of the Druin. Now, Druins are not too strong, but they do have about 22 hit points, so probably could be a long fight if he does manage to win it. And they also have the hurt spell, which is bad news. MeleeWizard sees the bad news and runs away. Scratchdragon navigating a cave in the dark. I didn't see which cave he's in.
No encounters yet, so pretty good chance it's tablet.
Yep, that's a pretty good guess. When he doesn't make it to the chest, he outsides. We'll try it again.
He's got the first floor.
Yep, does make it to the stairs. Now see if he can make his way to the treasure chest. So MeleeWizard now at level 3, making slow progress, but he's getting there. The longer Scratchdragon wanders around in this cave, the more chance Melee has to catch up. And level 4 for MeleeWizard. 6 power, 1 speed, 1 hit point, and 9 magic points. And a new spell. It's like it's heal. That'll be nice to conserve a little magic, since they don't really have enough hit points always to merit a heal more. Yeah, 6 power is a big deal. That'll help him fight a lot of these enemies he's grinding on here in Hawksness.
Looks like Scratchdragon found some gold in the Tablet Cave.
Alright, the ever-elusive gold. On the bright side, if he makes his way back to Rumbledar, he'll be able to buy the rest of the keys he needs, and looks like that might be where he's headed. Nope, I take that. Okay, there he goes. Yeah, Rumbledar is to the north, I believe, of that cave. So yeah, he should be able to pick up about 5 more keys, check the weapon shop, see if there's anything good there. He's going to do that first. Meanwhile, we have another shopper here in the shop. He's got to wait his turn. Looks like he really wants that half plate, but just not enough gold there yet. I did pick up leather armor, but nothing else, so it's a little curious. Oh, did he buy the club? I didn't see that.
I think he did. Ah, you can't outside from a town, you have to return. to get to back to the castle.
Indeed. Outside only works in a cave. Alright, Sparkle was saying she thinks she saw the club, so we'll go with that. It
And
looks like
according
his
to
gold is
chat,
down enough.
Melee got a metal slime kill.
I did see him fighting the metal slime. I didn't see him take it out, but that's good. And I believe that'll put him up to level at least 6. And meanwhile, he has found Rimaldar. I believe he already knew where it was, but now he actually has a little money to spend. He can buy himself 1 key.
Just goes to show how fast this can turn around.
Yep. That's the thing with Randomizer. It can turn around in a second. Yep, all it takes a little bit of good or bad luck to even things out. I think they're within about 80 experience points of each other. That's not much to make up. And he takes out a Druid to make this just a little bit closer. And looks like he is going to grind around Rimaldar? No, he goes back in town. Gonna rest up for the night. Oh, but he doesn't have enough money.
3 gold.
The innkeeper tells him to... The innkeeper sends him packing. Innkeeper don't want no scrubs. Scrubs one don't get a room from him.
Apparently we had Erdrick's sword in the free stuff cave.
Alright. I guess that was scratchdragon that found that. So Erdrick's sword is a nice find. The most powerful weapon in the game.
Honestly, I saw him in the cave, but didn't see what he took.
Red Mage Adams saying he got Erdrick's sword, so we'll go with that for now. We'll know shortly as soon as he attacks something. In the treasure, we got a fighter's ring, we got some gold, we got a dragon scale, and the death necklace. So, lots of jewelry to put on, and a little gold to go with it. Although, not yet equipped anything. Hopefully he remembers to do that. Well, except for the death necklace. We don't want to equip that just yet. King Lord gets very upset if you come into his kingdom cursed. Meanwhile, MeleeWizard reaches level 7. Both players now even again on levels.
Looks like Mountain Cave for Scratch.
MeleeWizard trying to take out Middle Slime, and no. Denied. He had 2 damage on it, needed 1 more, but Slime was not having any of that. Alright, Scratch Dragon has found his way to the stairs. I don't know if he got the first chest or not. I didn't see.
He did. It was the stones.
Ah, Stones of Sunlight. And MeleeWizard getting his treasury opened up. Got some gold, and he's got a gold grind going on here, does he? No, does he? He does not. But he does have enough money now to fill up the rest of his keys, should he choose to do so. And a broadsword for Scratch Dragon. Not really a broadsword. Not sure what he got there. Alright, as he equips the ring and the scale, give him a little bit of extra attack, a little bit of extra defense. Oh, he runs into an Axe Knight. That could be trouble. And it is. Well, nope, Axe Knight doesn't quite take him out just yet. Brings a heal more. See if he can get away. And he does. And now his little brother, the regular knight, comes along, but no match for Scratch Dragon's speed.
Looks like Melee's doing a slow grind for gold.
Does look that way. Meanwhile, Scratch has the chest glitch active, and he did find a gold chest, so he may choose to grind. Didn't see what was in Rimmledar item shop, or armor shop that he might want to buy. Looks like they do have the silver shield there. And a half plate armor. You may want to grind up some gold to get that. As he finds gold again in the last chest, choosing not to grind here. Gonna try to find his way back out. Although he does have the outside spell, I'm not sure why not just use that. I suppose a blue dragon is just as good of a way to get out of the cave. MeleeWizard, stopped by a Star Wyvern, does get away with 8 hit points to spare. Alright, a half plate and a club for MeleeWizard. Club should help him melee just a bit better. And 600 more gold in the chest in Rimmledar. Choosing to just hang on to that for now. Gonna go buy some more keys, looks like. Meanwhile, Scratch Dragon revisiting Cantlin now that he has a way to heal himself enough to has keys. Finds out that the item 7 leagues to the north, 33 to the west. Could be countable, depending on the terrain. Although there is a very large lake in the way, so you will have to navigate around that if he does choose to count. And it looks like he is going to try the count. Let's see how this goes. Yep, cannot go any farther west than Charlotte Castle, for there is a river behind it. Scratchdragon seeming a little indecisive about his options. Alright, he's going to count as far as he can here and then try to find himself a landmark on the other side. It's a valid strategy. MeleeWizard finds him a cave, and we have, looks like possibly mountain cave, or it could be swamp cave. Yep, this appears to be swamp cave. Now, as of yet, we haven't determined if we have two continents or one for this race. So Swamp Cave could lead to the back of Garenham, it could lead to another continent.
And meanwhile, Melee has taken the experience lead.
Indeed he has. So we have a tight race going on here. Although with not having hurt more, he's going to start getting behind if he doesn't get find the Erdrick sword. And looks like our cave leads to the back of Garenham, so 3 more chests for MeleeWizard. Let's see what he gets. A torch. An empty chest. And Erdrick's token. So one of the quest items out of the way. So each racer only needing 1 more item. Aside from the Staff of Rain, of course. Yeah, I believe the Stones Cave was... Heffelbringer asking where the Stones Cave was. I believe it was west of Rimmeldar, slightly northwest. But we have Garenham. We know the Swamp Cave leads there. We don't know if it's on the same continent, but there is a town right beside of it. Could be coal. That would be a nice find for MeleeWizard. But we're not going to find out just yet because the Axe Knight says no.
Scratchdragon has found his point of reference. Tried to count once, messed it up. He's going to try again.
Yep, he is resuming his count here. Searches the ground all about and finds nothing. Red Mage Adams saying MeleeWizard picked up a hand axe in Garenham. Update the tracker there. Thank you, sir. And MeleeWizard has found the mountain cave. I believe the stones were in the mountain cave, so that'll be one less item for him to find. All he needs is the staff, and he can get the rainbow drop. Well, looks like scratchdragon looking for an item shop here in Rumbledar. Not going to find one, though. Their item merchant retired a couple years ago, and he's no longer selling anything. And MeleeWizard getting the gold chest at the end of Mountain Cave. Unfortunately, didn't grab the items in the treasury first, so he does not get a gold grind. Although it appears like he might be trying to do one. Unfortunately, it's not going to work this way because those chests will not respawn unless he goes out to the overworld.
Hey, we finally have a level 8.
Alright, level 8. 2 power, 1 speed, 15 hit points, and 1 magic point for scratchdragon. As he has taken the lead back from MeleeWizard as far as experience goes. MeleeWizard finding the sword Magidrak, very valuable item in Dragon Warrior Randomizer that does not exist.
Oh look, brick.
It's Brickanary. MeleeWizard, there was a gold chest in the treasury, so he's going to grind that for a while. See where he stops. Scratchdragon making his way to Brickanary, finding an item shop that he was looking for in the other town. So he will fill up on herbs. Buy himself a few torches, come in handy. Much easier than navigating in the dark. MeleeWizard up to 22,023 and still going, so it looks like he's gonna get the whole 32,000 and hope he can find all the items he wants. Nope, he does stop at 25. It's like a flame sword and silver shield, possibly. And scratchdragon has found Garenham. I don't think he went through the swamp cave to get here, so looks like we do have one continent. But we do now know what the other town was that MeleeWizard found and couldn't make it to. It was Brickanary, so still no coal sighting.
Coal exists.
coal sometimes exists, and I believe it has the sword Magidrak.
Ah, makes sense now.
Scratchdragon makes his way through the swamp cave, finds himself back over on the west side of Tangential Castle. He may or may not know that as of yet. MeleeWizard finds another metal slime he's going to try to take on. And Metal Slime says no. Melee resets to save his gold. Probably not the wisest fight to get into. Scratchdragon finds a cave. And it looks a little familiar to him. Because he has in fact been here before. Red Mage Adam, how large are the chunks in this game? Not sure what you mean by chunks. Melee deciding to take on another metal slime. Oh, monster zones. Okay, yeah, they are 15 by 15 tiles. And the map is 120 by 120. So maybe you can do the math there. So I believe it's 64 should be for the entire map. Of course, not all of those will be accessible. Caves, it varies. Some Mountain Cave, for example, has 2 different zones. Garen's Grave, I believe, also has 2 different zones, and Charlotte Castle has 3. So some of those, Charlotte Castle, the top 3 floors share a zone, the middle 3 floors share a zone, I believe the bottom 3 could have that off a little bit.
Melee can't catch a break from these metal slimes.
Nope, just keeps running into those metal slimes. They keep burning him alive. Keeps having to reset to save his gold. That's the downside of doing the gold grind, when you're not exactly sure where to buy the equipment. Yes, bright green interrobang pointing out MeleeWizard is in a time loop. It's like Groundhog Day all over again.
And we had this silver shield for Melee.
Yep, he did make his way to Rimeldar, where he knows the silver shield is. Now he's probably looking for a flame sword, but I'm not sure where that is yet, or if there's one even in the game. But happily for him, he has found Erdrick's Tablet Cave, where he will find the sword eventually. We no longer need the flame sword.
Nope, sword was in Stone's Cave.
Oh, you're right. So he found some gold. I believe Stone's Cave was near here, possibly.
Maybe?
Oof, yeah, Breaking Terabang pointing out. Level 8, still only 19 strength. Just... do you even lift, bro? At this rate, we're going to need level 72 in order to fight the Dragon Lord. We're grabbing these 3 chests again. Check the Anybody's magic armor. Check the armor shop in Garenham. So that'll be a nice find, and it looks like he bought a broadsword, I believe.
Yep, broadsword.
And no flame sword at Breckenary either. So the only shops left are Cole and Cantlin. Cole, which we have not seen, and Cantlin, we haven't seen the shops just yet. And the Knights. The Knights have Dragonlord Breath as well. So that's fun. As far as our quest goes, both runners have the harp and the stones. MeleeWizard has the token. Neither player has seen the Staff of Rain Cave, so we still don't know where that is. Neither player has found Cole. Another player has been able to defeat the Golem at Hawksness, although scratchdragon just tried, while MeleeWizard picks up his Erdrick sword. And I don't believe scratchdragon ever did complete his count for the overworld item, which could very well be Erdrick's armor. We know it's not the token, since it was in a chest. Could be Erdrick's armor, could be the fairy flute.
And the fairy flute would be nice too, since they can use it for the golem.
That is true. Yes, MeleeWizard can grind much better now with Erdrick's sword. Although with 17 strength, still a little tough. Only use him with 59 attack power.
Both racers are back in the Tablet Cave, but they've both gotten the chest out of it.
Yeah, it does appear so. MeleeWizard remembering that he's been here already. Both of them remembering they've been here already, and they exit out. Yeah, defense power 76 does help them a lot as far as fighting goes, and that is a good point. MeleeWizard having the magic armor, he has a higher defense power than scratchdragon, although scratchdragon just reached level 9. 6 response speed, 3 hit points, 6 magic, and a spell. Oh, and it's a spell of hurt more as we see on our tracker, so that is what they really needed at this point.
Chat pointing out still less than 20 strength at level 9 and an hour in.
Yes, still less than 20 strength, which means metal slimes will still not run from them. At this point, they probably want the metal slimes to run from them, seeing as how they have Dragon Lord Breath. Although with 83 hit points on Scratch Dragon's side, he can survive a Dragon Breath, and he can heal from it, so it might not be a terrible idea to go fight Metal Slimes right now. MeleeWizard, on the other hand, still only at 65, so he would die instantly. MeleeWizard finding Garen's grave. I think this is if he's the first one to find that.
Seems like it.
Alright, so we'll hopefully get to see what the 3 chests on the top of Garen's grave are. Although, to be fair, he has every item he needs. He doesn't really need to explore this cave. The only remaining item is the staff, and we know it's not in here.
Right, yeah, he has everything, including all the equipment.
Yep, he has the sword. We know the armor's not in here. We know the staff is not in here, so really no point in diving this grave at this point. But he's going to do it anyway.
Maybe the flute?
Yeah, could be hoping for the flute to fight the golem in Hoxus, but hard to tell. Well, it looks like the Axe Knight had other ideas. Sends it back home. Says none shall pass. And maybe that'll be enough discouragement to keep him from wasting time in the grave.
Scratch is now found in the grave and is doing the exact same thing.
Indeed he is. Although he also hasn't found the token, so he could be looking here for it.
Fair point.
MeleeWizard hits level 8. And both players at this point need to find coal. Scratch Dragon needs to finish that count and try to find the overworld item. And still really no condition to fight the golem in Hoxness, so no point in trying that just yet. Yes, as correct, Philbringer. The metal slimes still will not run for them. They're less than 20 strength, which is extremely strange for level 9. So yes, Cyberdark, you rolled a very good seed here.
Revenge for last night.
Meanwhile, MeleeWizard getting his coordinates. He also tries outside spell to get out of the town, but that doesn't work. He'll spend a night at the inn to get his health back after that treacherous journey to the wizard, who has locked himself in a pit of despair. And we see MeleeWizard has not started his count. Okay, he's made his way back to Tangible Castle, so maybe he's going to start here. Looks as if he is, realizing there's a giant lake in the way. See how he handles it.
We've got a torch on the fourth chest engraved.
Alright, so not very helpful. Probably also not helpful will be this bottom chest, but at least scratchdragon will know that the token's not here. And looks like MeleeWizard reached... Did he gain level? No, he did not. It's just the final end of the battle text.
And the fairy water in the bottom.
The all-important fairy water. Decides to leave it behind. Scratchdragon now contemplating his next move, carefully considering his options, and he goes north. MeleeWizard making his visit to Sparkoverland with the bridges everywhere. Only to find an armored knight who's probably going to send him packing.
Oh, we have level 10 for Scratch.
Alright, level 10. I didn't see what the gains were there, but he is now at 20 strength. He's found another town. It is Cole, the only town we hadn't found yet.
Didn't search the Sparkover Bridge, though.
Ah, he did not. Run invalidated. Disqualified.
Just for that, we'll find nothing in Cole.
Yep, nothing in Cole. If he just searched the Sparkover Bridge, he probably would have found something there. But he is a new runner to this game, so I guess we could forgive him. Yep, there are two search spots left. There is the Hawksness spot, and there's the Overworld spot. The armor could be on either one. So, scratchdragon. At this point, the good move would probably be to start counting. Because they're still in no condition to fight the golem with 20 strength. MeleeWizard employing the same tactic of trying to find a landmark on the other side. See if he's any more successful in his count. Yep, that is a tough count. It's not the worst count we've seen in this tournament, though, by any stretch of the imagination. Alright, scratchdragon gonna pay a little visit to the wizard here in Tangible Castle, get his magic back. And immediately use some of it. MeleeWizard has found his landmark on the other side. See how he does with the counting. And he finds the armor. So we now know the armor is the overworld item. That is huge for MeleeWizard. Scratchdragon trying to take on the Golem in Hawksness, hoping he will find the armor here, but we know it not to be true. And he swipes the Golem for 11 damage. Don't think this is going to do it. The Golem has about 150 hit points. It's going to take a lot of attacks to take this thing out. Throws out a Hurt More. Hurt More not very effective on Golems. They have almost complete resistance to it. Yeah, as you can see there, their hurt resistance 15 out of 16, the same as Dragon Lord himself. So, not likely to hit. Best bet here is just to treat this like a mini Dragon Lord fight if you're going to have any chance at all. Nope. Still way too weak to fight this Golem, so his best course of action right now would be to count the coordinates. Let's hope he does. So MeleeWizard now, he has everything he needs. As far as anything he could find in a chest, the only thing he needs to find now is the staff cave to get his staff. And I don't know that we've seen either the staff cave or the jerk cave yet. So he has some exploration to do.
Melee a bit to find coal. He searches the bridge.
Well, he does search the spot and finds nothing, because he didn't search the spark over tile. And there's a level up for MeleeWizard. Now he has the Hurt More spell as well. This should help him catch up in experience. And Scratchdragon exploring new territory. He has found a cave that I don't think we've seen yet, but he doesn't seem to be going in.
That could be the staff cave, because he did just pick it up.
Alright, well that would be very likely then. Yes, indeed, that is the staff cave. And he finds the jerk cave right nearby, and gets his rainbow drop. So Scratchdragon has all of his quest items. Now he needs the armor and the just the armor. I guess he doesn't have a shield yet, but he doesn't really need one necessarily. Scratchdragon needs to find the armor. MeleeWizard needs to find the staff and the drop, which are right next to each other, basically. Still got a pretty close race here. Scratchdragon with the experience lead, but will it hold up?
Still got a long way to go, because you need around 80 strength to fight Dragon Lord 2.
Yep. Still plenty of grinding to go in this seed's future. At least with him having hurt more now, it should not take quite as long. MeleeWizard enters this cave, remembers he's already been here, and exits back out. Yeah, with strength so low, it's going to be a level 20 plus seed. It's hard to tell. You never know. They could get 50 strength on the next level. But at the current rate, I'm guessing level 72 is going to be required still.
I guess you've been programming a good bit lately.
Yes, I have. I mean, how else do you think you got this thing?
Be interesting to see the stats after another 42 levels.
Yes, it will. A lot of work to get those extra 42 levels in the game. I think it's 1 million experience points to get level 72.
We're going to need to put on a new leveling speed. Very fast isn't going to cut it anymore.
Melee taking on a metal slime. This could be dangerous. So far, the metal slime's being kind. And he does manage to take it out. Gets a little lucky with that one. Which brings him to level 10. And just like that, he has nearly closed the experience gap.
Defense and agility in the green, strength nowhere near.
Yeah, I feel like that strength should be red, very red at this point. It's the darkest red ever. You know, when the strength to level ratio is 2 or less, I feel like that's not good.
Yeah.
Highest level up, I don't remember, but I've definitely seen 30s and 40s in a single stat before on a single level.
I've seen 60 HP in some. I've also seen 255 HP.
Yeah, that was a little bug there.
It was still funny.
Yeah, it's a little funny when you have, 52 and you add 255 to that, you have 51 suddenly.
I think I only ever saw it in Big Swamp Seeds.
Yeah, there was a bug in the previous version with the big swamp seeds that could happen at level 11. That bug has been fixed in this version, though. What is scratchdragon searching for? I am not sure. All he needs is the armor. It's obviously not in a chest, so not really sure here. That is true, he could be looking for the flute. But as we know, at least, well, I believe we know the flute is not in a chest. We've seen all the chests, so the golem is obviously guarding the flute. Probably not going to get that this seed. That's true, it could be in Sharlock. It seems unnecessary, but he doesn't actually know that the armor is on the overworld. He could be thinking the armor is in Hoxness. He needs that flute to kill the golem. If he would just finish his count, he would find out otherwise, though.
Yeah, because if the armor is in Hoxness, and you have coordinates and you already have the token, flute would have to be on the overworld.
Yep. That's true, yeah, by process of elimination, he should know that the flute's not in a chest. based on his knowledge right now.
Feywin's saying, is he setting up for gold grind for shield? That is entirely possible.
It is possible. He does have no shield, so could be his plan here. And it looks that way. Alright, so our confoundment has been solved. MeleeWizard making his way out of the archipelago, however you say that, of Olive Guard. Alright, so now scratchdragon with 22,000 gold. That's enough to buy the magic armor and the silver shield, so he's going to try to find a place that has both of those items. Cantlin is a very likely scenario. And there we have it. The first shop has both items he's looking for. So he has now the best armor money can buy. The only thing left to do is find the real armor. And he's ready to grind to go fight the Dragon Lord.
Care to explain how the gold grind works for chat?
Yeah, I'll explain that. So in the original game, there were never more than 8 treasure chests in a single dungeon. Based on that fact, the programmers only allotted an array to hold each treasure chest that you opened that was 8 units wide, essentially. What happens is, once you overflow that 8 chest array, the game can no longer keep track of the chests you've opened, and you can continually open the same chest over and over. That was also an exploit that was available in the original game. If you happen to die in a cave, because they forgot to clear the array when you die. So if you don't set foot on the overworld where the array would be cleared, then you can continually open 8 chests. Of course, it's much less useful in the original game because the only chests in Tanager Castle contained about 6 to 10 gold. But it was possible. And that exploit was used in the speedrun, the non-manipulated speedrun of the game, for several years. It still is. Yep, and if you do find more than 8 chests in a single dungeon, you don't necessarily need to take a death to exploit that. Because of the way the randomizer is laid out, sometimes in Tanager Castle you have more than 8 chests. And just to mention, the 3 chests in the throne room also count. If you enter the throne room, it adds 3 chests to that array, the original 3 chests that you picked up, so that you can't get them again.
The only thing being, of course, in the regular game, most gold chests had, what, 12 gold in them?
Yeah, it was something like that, so it wasn't as useful in the original game because of that. Because the only thing you could grind on was I think it's 6 to 13 gold chest, something like that. So it does take a while in the speed run. I think it's about 20 minutes of the speed run is grabbing that chest over and over to get about 2,000 gold.
While we were talking there, MeleeWizard got level 11, 1 more strength.
Alright, so 21 strength. So yes, at this rate I'm still predicting level 72 is going to be required. But MeleeWizard has taken the experience lead now, so he is now ahead in... Well, nope, he doesn't have the staff or drop yet, so he's still looking for those. He's ahead in experience, but scratchdragon is ahead in exploration. Speaking of which, I guess he did pick up the staff already, and he just picked up the drop. So yes, proved me wrong. So now, MeleeWizard has the lead in experience. They are both... Oh, and the lead in exploration, since he has Erdrick's armor. Scratchdragon does not. So Scratchdragon got some catching up to do. And looks like he's going to open Sharlock Castle. I wonder if he'll go inside. Probably not the best plan at this point. Really can't fight anything in here. But he's going to do it anyway. I'll say can't fight anything. There are a few things you could pick with hurt more. Armored Knights would be a good one. Werewolves, another one.
Seems to know what he's grinding for, though. Going away from the Snowman, going after the werewolves.
Yep. So he's just grind and go mode now, and I guess he's going to... The only figure is that he is on Hawk's spot, and he needs to get strength in order to fight that golem. Hit points. So both players now 110 hit points, 83 agility. Both of those are good. Strength, still a huge problem so far.
So most runs, you usually find that around level 16, maybe 17, you're good to go. It's got to be a couple of big boosts of strength.
Hopefully so. That tends to be the way things go, so we'll see how it goes. But you really expect some kind of a huge strength gain sometime soon. Level 12, not it. 4 strength. So that does put him to 25, but still a long way to go.
Meanwhile, at this rate, they'll have no problem for defense by the time they get there.
Yeah, that's true. They will have plenty of agility, 88 agility already. So they'll be able to run from anything and shouldn't have any trouble with defense if it keeps going the way it is.
And with current grind too, scratchdragon might catch up again.
That's true. The grind in Sharlock is probably quite a bit faster than the grind that MeleeWizard is doing. Although it looks like MeleeWizard's going to follow suit and grind in Sherlock as well. Now both players just focusing on getting enough strength to be able to fight anything at this point. And I must say, I don't think I've ever seen strength this low on this high of a level before. So this, I'm pretty sure this is the first. MeleeWizard trying to take on a golem, probably not the best plan. Okay, he realizes that and runs away. Yeah, it looks like werewolves are defense broken by MeleeWizard now, so that's the best enemy he can be fighting, although he should probably be using Hurt more instead of meleeing him at this point. MeleeWizard, use your wizard powers, not your melee powers.
No return yet. Like we see a walk of shame, perhaps?
It's possible. Thankfully, it's not a very long walk. Although, by level 72, they should have return spell.
One would hope.
And the scratchdragon reaches level 12. He'll get his 4 power. MeleeWizard tries out Hurt more and a Stone Man. Stone Men only get hit by that about 50% of the time. So with no sleep spell, probably not the best enemy to be fighting right now. Oh, take that back. He does have the sleep spell, just choosing not to use it. Yeah, and there was, we see on our tracker, the Stone Man does have heal this seed. And his sleep resistance is only 2 out of 16, so we'll hit them almost every time. Hurt, on the other hand, is about 50-50.
I find Stonemen are one of the hardest enemies to grind sometimes.
Yeah, it's usually not a very good grind. It can work in a pinch if it's one of the enemies on the spike tiles, but not the grind you want if you can help it. Because they do have a ton of hit points, and it takes a while to take one down. Scratch Dragon making his way out of Sherlock. Looks like he's going to go refill his magic and return. Although he really needs to find that armor soon. But I guess he has a while before he's really going to need it.
Still, it would make his grind a lot better.
Yeah, it would definitely save time on the grind. He would be healing as he walked. Magic armor does restore 1 hit point every 4 steps, but not as good as Erdrick's armor, which is 1 every 1 step. And not to mention protecting you from the swamp.
And fire
MeleeWizard. Yep, that is true too. MeleeWizard making his way to the east for some reason. Not sure where he's headed. And Scratch Dragon going to fight. Going to grind on the Golem and Hawksness. Probably the worst enemy to grind on right now. Hopefully he will figure that out.
3 more power at level 13.
Alright, we're up to 28 power now at level 13. Just beastly. This is a very anemic seed. It's almost like they're living in low gravity here. No strength. Yeah, that's a good point, Philbringer. That could be the reason he's fighting the Golem, is try to get the armor, and he thinks it's still here. So I don't know if he's forgotten. He's going to search. Let's see if he finds anything.
Didn't search, he used take.
Oh, he used the take instead of search. I mean, it's not the end of the world. That's not where the armor was anyway, but that is kind of a mistake. Hopefully he doesn't do that when he does get the armor spot. So we still don't know if the Fairy Flute is there or if it's in Sherlock, and we probably won't find out.
With the current defense, I guess this is beatable with the magic armor, but it's not going to be fun with fire breath.
No, not at all. Given their hit points and current defense, it's possible. Yeah. Very, very difficult. He'll have to get a few extra levels.
I mean, right now, even melee is 32 attack power away from even damaging the Dragon Lord at all.
Yep. Scratch Dragon has opened the secret passage and he's diving Sherlock. I'm not sure why, though. Is it possible he's forgotten about the overworld search spot? And maybe he thinks the armor is in a chest down here? I don't know.
Entirely possible.
Of course, we know that's not the case because the armor can't be in a chest yet. But yeah, I do have some alpha code where it can be, so we're getting there.
Oh, that's gonna be so fun.
I agree. I think having the armor in Sherlock would be lots of fun.
Yeah, because it definitely won't show up in the throne room.
Yeah, and those will be the fun seeds where you get the sword and the armor in the throne room.
Yeah, but then we'll have no strength the entire seed, like this.
Yep. Yes, the strength is just abysmal right now. I'm not even sure what to say about it.
Scratch is halfway down.
Yep, so I guess he'll check the treasury and hopefully he'll realize where the armor is.
I assume Melee's in the castle as well? Wandering around in the dark. Sherlock enemies.
I believe he is, yeah. I'm not sure why he's diving either, to be honest, but maybe he's just wanting some information on the mini-boss. I guess it's just as viable as the ground on the top floor, though.
An X-Lane for the mini-boss will be great, but there's not really enough MP to last long.
No, there's not. So Scratch makes it down to the treasury. Let's see what he finds down here anyway.
8 power on level 14.
Well, it's a start. 36 now. Only another 24 to go before they can actually hit the Dragon Lord. Alright, so no flute in the treasury, so it must be beneath that golem. Or I suppose there is still one more chest.
Yeah, I don't go for that chest unless it's absolutely necessary.
Same here. It's usually a waste of time. Unless the sword is there. And with that, scratchdragon is out of MP, so we should be heading out soon.
No, Scratch is definitely not going for the Dragon Lord. Wouldn't have enough MP or attack or MP or anything.
Yeah, at this point it would take about 320 attacks to take out the Dragon Lord, so probably not going to happen.
And the fun police are on the spike tile.
Yeah, so that should be fun. I don't remember if they had any abilities or not. Yeah, it looks like they do not. So as you see there, red dragons fight. So not too dangerous, but definitely need more strength. Alright, looks like scratchdragon is heading for the old man again. Don't want to double check his coordinates. So I guess he now has the idea that the armor is where that old man says to go. I guess he has verified that he did write down the coordinates correctly. He's going to go back and resume from his waypoint that he found earlier.
Let's hope he didn't create the waypoint.
Yes, let's hope so. Or maybe he's looking for the swamp cave. He may have decided to rescue Gwalen. And that looks like the case. Using a torch as Radiant, the only spell he doesn't have yet. Blue Dragon guarding Gwalen should be doable with a few hurt mores.
Or, you know, just a few swings.
Yep, either way, should be easy enough to take it down, even with this miserable strength.
But thou must.
Indeed, thou must. Yep, Philbringer pointing out Melee has gotten quite the experience lead at this point. But scratchdragon with the princess is going to take her home, and he'll know exactly where the armor is. And he'll get back to grinding shortly. Scratchdragon finally remembering he has the return spell, which will take him right back to the castle.
Oh good, he didn't say no, he didn't want to continue.
Yeah, that could have been bad.
It's definitely happened before.
Yes, if you choose not to save and then you just hold B a little too long, have a bad day.
That's why I always save there.
Yeah, you might as well. You're already there. It takes the same amount of time.
I think he's like 2 steps away.
One step off. Go there, he'll search. And he's got the armor. Alright, so now he can get back to grinding. This long grind it's going to take.
Melee's 2 golems away, 500 experience from level 15.
Yep, still the golem, not the best enemy right now. I feel like the Charlotte grind is a much better choice at this point.
can't really rush the Dragon Lord at this point because neither one of them can actually hurt him. They definitely have to level up.
Yep, that would be the problem.
Yeah, usually want an attack power of 130 to do any real damage.
Yeah, with 78 attack power, they would do 0 to 1 damage to Dragon Lord Form 2, which would take, again, about 320 attacks to take him out, so not the best thing to try right now.
Yeah, rush leveling up, sure. It's all about the grind now.
Yeah, that's exactly what they should be doing. It's just focusing on grinding, get their levels up, get the strength up, and then go fight Dragon Lord. That's all they have left to do.
Unfortunately, I think we only saw Axe Knights near the bottom floor.
Yes, the best enemy is not available, but these Star Wyverns and Werewolves are pretty good.
Star Wyverns and Werewolves, sure. Haven't seen any wizards either.
No, I don't believe we saw any of those.
This werewolf now will give melee level 15.
Alright, see if we get a huge power gain here. Alright, power of 12. That's something anyway. Still not nearly what they need, but it's better than they've been getting. Yeah, another 50 levels. Yeah, if they keep getting 4 to 12 power every level, they might eventually get there. Yeah, usually that is what happens. Eventually, the bell curve will reach that point, and they'll get a huge level gain, huge power gain. But we shall see.
They do both have a death necklace, and HP is almost there.
Yeah, actually, MeleeWizard has the HP. Now with the new version, the Death Necklace hit points has been corrected, and he would have 97 if you put it on right now. Yeah, Philbringer asks, where is MeleeWizard going? That is a good question. I'm not sure. Cast Repel in this cave, and it doesn't work. Repel only works on the overworld.
Maybe they saw some decent enemies in the mountain cave.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember what was here. Obviously the golem, not what he wants to fight. Blue dragons, which are a decent enemy, but you can also get one of those on the swamp tile. Goldman, definitely not what you want at this point.
It's a rare day when you fight a gold man.
Yes, very rare indeed. I've done it before, but only very early in the game when I needed gold and thought I could take one out.
I think I've seen people actually need 6 experience and go for it.
Yes, that's another possibility. Yeah, tough spell, 5 out of 16, so it'll hit most of the time on the golem. 90 attack power, it's a little more viable of a grind now, but still probably not great. You'll be doing, what, 15 to 30 damage, I believe, per attack, so it's still going to take about 6 attacks to take one down.
We got about 1200 experience to level 16.
16, yeah, 9750, so yep, almost exactly 1200 for MeleeWizard. Well, there are Axe Knights here, so that's something. That may have been what he was looking for.
It does pay to pay attention to what's where. And Swamp Spike was a blue dragon.
Yep. So this is a decent enemy set down here, but still not sure this was the best grind. MeleeWizard has refilled his magic. He's going to head back down into the swamp, or into the mountain cave again. Another downside to this grind, it is a bit of a walk to get back to the mountain cave around walking through Tangel Castle. But he's taking those stairs that no one ever takes. And just walking a circle around this little block. Which probably is the faster way to get love to and
I wouldn't even know how to get to that staircase.
Me neither. I don't think I've gone to that staircase in 30 years or so. Well,
Is it the staircase you pass by in the top left?
no, there is one there as well. No, this is the one in the bottom right.
Scratch is hit level 15.
Checking out his stats, seeing that nowhere close to being able to fight Dragon Lord just yet.
Should get 16 with melee after this blue dragon.
Yep, this should do it, and we'll see what kind of power they get. Six.
Yay!
6 power. Yeah, still weak as ever. Are we sure this Olive Guard isn't set on Mars, where they don't really need strength because of low gravity, or no?
I just hope neither one of these guys rolls my race next week.
Yeah, it might be some ultimate payback.
So level 17 is 12,000, right?
Level 17 is 12,000. You're correct, sir. So we have about 2,000 experience to go, and we'll find out. Hopefully, they'll get a huge power gain, but we'll see.
It's so tempting to look ahead, but I don't want to.
Yeah, no sense spoiling the fun.
So normally at about an hour, maybe an hour and 15 minutes in, you're wondering where your opponent is. Are they going to finish anytime soon? We're 2 hours and 5 minutes in, and they've got to be wondering everything.
Yep, they have to be. And wondering why the other player hasn't finished yet.
Melee must have ran out of MP to cast Radiant again. Oh no, still some MP.
Yeah, I mean, he's already here. No sense casting Radiant. All you're doing is walking back and forth, so. He will be probably saving this 6 MP to cast outside.
Yeah, looks like it.
Alright, both players getting a refill, going back to the grind. Scratchdragon's going to try his hand at the golem again. I'm not sure. Melee has almost enough gold to buy him himself another silver shield. Scratchdragon fighting this golem. He's not casting stop spell on it though, so this fight could take a while. Alright, well, he got lucky there. The golem decided not to heal himself the second time. Apparently decides that's not the best grind right now, so gonna go refill his magic and probably head back to Charlock.
Seems to be the best place.
Yeah, that does seem to be the best grind, although Melee's having pretty good luck here in the mountain cave, so that seems to work pretty well as well. It's not, Scratch is not catching up with him.
for melee should be 17.
Well, unless it was that gold man.
True.
Alright, so level 17, let's see what he gets.
Oh no.
Nope, not good, I'm guessing. Oh, 4 power, still just not happening. This is brutal.
What was it, 72? That sounds more and more likely.
Yeah, we're getting there. Only 55 more levels to go. Scratchdragon should reach level 16 shortly, not after this golem, but probably the enemy after that.
I actually don't know the experience total needed for level 18.
I believe it's 15,000? No, 14,250.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
Yep, so another 1,300 for MeleeWizard. He'll get to level 18, and hopefully we'll have a little power there.
With the amount of MP currently, I'd almost go with 120 attack.
Yeah, 103 MP. It could be doable. I'll take that back. According to my calculations, with 120 attack power, they'd still need about 152 MP.
That's probably why I don't win many of the weeklies. I tend to go early.
Yeah, I have a little chart that I created a while back, so I could just check at a glance to see if I have a chance. And yep, not now with these kind of stats. Not that I win the weeklies either.
Thank you, chat.
Go, fire breath from the night. MeleeWizard sent back to the castle. Loses half his gold, not that he needs it.
Looks like Scratch is going for a dive.
Does look that way. Maybe he's just bored and tired of fighting on the top floor.
Might remember the X Knights on the bottom. And here we go.
Alright, level 18. Let's see what we get. Courage shall serve thee well. Thy power 7. Still, just not even close.
Everything but attack in the green. Attack's not even in the orange yet.
Yep. Well, the blue dragons are damage broken now. You see, you just missed MeleeWizard.
Right, 99 defense. Hey, wizard's on the bottom floor.
Yep, there are wizards down there. So it's a good enemy fight. They probably can't do much damage. Yep, it's true XBA. It is red dragons on the bottom floor as well, so that's, despite having wizards, that's bad. And yeah, it's like vanilla wizards would hurt more. So yeah, level 19, 16,500 experience. MeleeWizard's almost there, so let us pray for some power.
I mean, I've seen seeds, normal seeds, where you go to level 21, but it's usually made for chaos.
Yeah, usually. And again, I don't think I've ever seen a seed where 28 power at level 13. It's insane. And even then, normally when you have a low power seed, at some point around 15 or 16, you get a huge strength gain, and it's just not happened.
Well, yeah, you get the late boost with strength HP, but this is a little too late.
Alright, we've got some news. The 4x4 race that started at 8:30 is now over. Meanwhile, we are still going.
I think Sparkover left this one to go racing that.
Yeah, I believe she did. So she can rejoin the tracking if she wants. Alright, this should be a level up for MeleeWizard. Let's see what we get.
There it is.
20 power. Finally. Something here. 16 magic. That's so 123 MP and 127 attack power. Yeah, and with the 142 hit points, it's pretty much a lock now. Probably good seed for the death necklace.
Oh yeah, I'd put that on a heartbeat right now.
don't know if you know, what was our longest seed so far this tournament? I believe there's one that was about 235.
I've got the sheet up, I'll see what I can find. $237, I believe.
Yep, I see it there. It was Z-Man and JJ Schmidt. So
that was the opening
looks
race,
like we're
wasn't
going to
it?
come in. I believe it may have been. It looks like we might come in just under that, but it's going to be close.
Yeah, that was indeed the opening race in RPG Limit Break.
So we'll see if MeleeWizard puts on the death necklace or not. Either way, it's a sure win.
Yeah, with this much HP and magic, yeah, no problem.
Yeah, Red Mage Adam, it was bound to happen eventually. There was going to be a big strength gain. It just took a while. Oh, MeleeWizard blocking his health back. Not always the best plan. Alright, he does finally use an herb, puts on the death necklace, and is about to be declared a fool. Alright, easy deal. One fight. Stop spell in the middle there.
Scratch just hit 17.
Yeah, so only 2 more levels to go for Scratch.
Scratch seems to be going and not fighting anything with only 100 attack power.
Yeah, I don't see that going well.
I've done that before, though. I've gone at 101. Not knowing any better.
And MeleeWizard has defeated the Dragon Lord. He has retrieved the Ball of Light, which he will return to King Lorik and be declared a hero.
And we have MeleeWizard.
Yeah, so what did you think about that seed? Yeah, you might want to check your mic. We can't hear you.
Yeah, turning my mic on, that might be important. Oh my goodness, that seed was something. Just getting started was a thing in itself.
Yeah, I apologize for that.
Goodness knows if I had rolled the seed, we probably would have gotten something similar, so I can't really get angry at you for it. You know you're in an interesting situation when you feel like your best grinding option is the metal slime.
Yeah, what was it? Level 13, you still had 28 strength or something?
Something like that. It was just awful. And there weren't really that good grinding spots, because golems turned out to have heal more. That put them off the table for me. And that one area south of Tanajol, it felt like there were like 3 or 4 encounter zones there, and I couldn't figure out which one was which. And then I realized, hey, Mountain Cave has some good stuff in it. Let's go there.
Yeah, that grind did seem to work out pretty well for you. There were some good enemies there. The only bad one was the Gold Man, so it seems to have paid off pretty well.
Yeah. I'm just glad that I was able to get some exploring done early and found Rimmildar real early. It sucks that I missed Cantlin that whole time, but it ended up not hurting me too badly, I guess.
You were the first one to find the armor. scratchdragon did get the coordinates before you, but I believe he miscounted and gave up on it for a while.
Who him or me?
Scratchdragon. He tried the count once, and then he miscounted, and he came back probably 20 minutes later and tried it again. I think he rescued the princess to get the coordinates.
Yeah, my issue was that I went east instead of west when I was trying to count.
Yeah, we did notice that.
Yeah, that I felt silly afterwards, because when it was around 25-ish, I hit the ocean and it's like, oh, crap. Then I was thinking, okay, I'm guessing getting Gwendolyn. Then I realized, oh wait, it said west.
Yep.
And
But that happens to everyone.
yeah, well, and turns out the left edge of Charlock was 20, so that made the count easy from there.
Yeah, fortunately you were able to see the other side, so you could kind of get a marker and go around the lake to get it.
Yeah, I found it interesting. This ended up being a single continent because I was able to walk from one end of Swamp Cave to the other.
Yep, there are a few more of those seeds with this new version, so I think it's about 30% of the seeds or so are going to end up with a single continent, so...
GG, Scratch.
GG's. Am I free?
I guess you made that decision for you made that decision for yourself, but man, that was a thing.
I thought we were asking for merciful seeds for new runner.
Oops.
Nah, GG's. It was interesting. Still kind of mad about the armor being one spot over from where I thought it was, but I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, and I think you have to agree with me. Zone 0 was a nightmare. Cause
I don't know because I defeated a metal slime right off the bat.
you got lucky. Wow. I actually was contemplating just going for them as opposed to just going around Tangential because Red Slimes had Dragon Lord Breath. Drakis had healed. Ghosts and Magic Drakis, I could hardly damage them. I ended up getting my early grind off of the Magicians and Hawksness of all places.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but then I said, you know what? Let's just go for the metal slime. I got one, and then I started walking around, and I was there like, oh, maybe I'm ahead, and then the rest of the seed happened.
I think you probably were ahead. And the thing is, the metal slimes, they ended up having Dragon Lord 2 breath too, so I was like, really? It's like, everything wants to kill me, more so than usual.
Yeah, what level were you when you finished?
19.
Okay, so I was very far behind because I didn't understand really where I was supposed to be grinding.
I had that issue too. I tried like 3 different places to grind. I ultimately decided the best one was the second floor of Mountain Cave.
Yeah, I was thinking about just going back to doing the blue dragons, but I you can ask the viewers in the Twitch chat. I was just there wandering around.
Yeah, I think I was round 1, and to the south of Tanager, I was seeing blue dragons and armored knights, but it was like, it felt like there was at least one enemy zone border, and I was finding about 10 different enemies there. It wasn't reliable. And Charlock ended up being a pain because Stonemen had heal, Golems had heal more, so that put a Hawksness grind off the table for sure.
I actually went back to Hawk's Nest to try it a few times, and I was just there like, okay, I got a couple and then nothing, then a couple, then heal more, and I was there like, save.
Yeah, it's just that last level, level 19, I got a big 20, and that put me up to, was it 127, I believe, and that was when I saw that, I was like, yep, let's go.
Yeah, well, I don't really have much to say about that seed except it was not kind and not kind at all.
In that we agree, but it was, yeah.
Yeah, I think that was the lowest strength I've seen in a seed at the mid levels.
I mean, I didn't even hit 50. What?
During my grind, I had damage broken the Blue Dragons. Axe Knights were doing 1 damage. I don't think I'd ever see that.
All right, I'm done complaining. I'll never complain about Free Enterprise ever again.
Hopefully this is worse to see in the tournament.
Yeah, possibly. There has been one longer seed so far, so...
It can always get worse. Don't ever say that.
Was I the only one thinking at the time that I should probably roll for a
I
whatchamacallit?
I kept IRC up for about half hour in, expecting just on the off chance that you said something. I kept going, and eventually we were able to get something going. So
I was thinking about it, and I said, you know what? Whenever my opponent finishes, is when I'll give up. And well, thanks for the raid, by the way.
So what level were you at the end?
17.
Okay. Yeah, like 19, you got the big 20 strength, and that was pretty much it. With the death necklace on top of that, that was pretty much a given, because I had, 120 plus MP. Even after the death necklace, I was at 107 health. So yeah, that was a pretty easy fight once I actually was able to hit him.
Yeah, no. For me, I got down there. I said, okay, I'll equip the death necklace. I'll get the extra, and then I was doing 2 damage him. And I was like, nope, we're done.
Oh, you actually fought the Dragon Lord at 17?
I
10
attempted
attack
it
power
since,
with the death
since you had
necklace.
just finished.
Oh wow. Yeah, when I was doing the math, it's like even at using the death necklace would have put me at 117. It's like using the death necklace to put me at 4 to 8. No, that's that. No. If I'm using the death necklace, I want to make darn sure I get it done the first time, especially since it's the well, I guess Cantlin's not that far of a walk, but being kicked out of Tanagil is not a thing I want to experience too often.
Looking at it, I was 110 attack power, 97 defense power, which was where the bare minimum of the tracker said I should be at.
Yeah, at least the defense was fine. We were getting agility early. That was pretty good.
Yeah, but on that note, I'm gonna go flee and find myself something to eat.
You were blocked in front.
Agility's too high. I'm leaving again.
Fair enough.
Well, I guess that'll wrap us up then. That was indeed a long seed. Everyone's probably hungry after that one. 232 was the longest seed so far has been 237, so you guys almost broke the record. Anyway, I'll just announce the races that are coming up tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern on Randomania 2. We have Braxis Muse versus Up 2NG. That should be a good race to watch. And then at 11 o'clock on RPG Limit Break, we have Bask 33 against the Alan Heffley. So everyone go watch those races. Still a little too early to raid those, but I trust that you can find your way there. So to everyone who hung around for this long, long seed, have a good night.